Hey there, I'm JayborinoPlays. Welcome. This is Dark Souls Remastered, as you can see. I've really fallen in love with the Soulsborne series since I played it blind the first time on my channel, I think over a year ago now. And like other games that I love, I look up some community mods for them. So this is Prepare to Die Again, also known as Lordran Reborn now. It's version 8.2.1. I played this on stream at least 6 months ago. I don't remember too much about it. But I figure, why not make some videos for community mods for another game that I love, which is Dark Souls. And I know the community won't really transfer for this, but that's fine. This is what I enjoy playing right now, so I'm going to make some videos for it. I normally stream Dark Souls. The issue is, when my wife and I moved recently, the upload bandwidth is a lot crappier here, so unfortunately, no streaming for action RPGs. The bitrate's just too low, it looks really grainy. So I figure, why not make a nice little series out of this? So Prepare to Die Again is taking the original game. It moves enemies, moves items, adds some rings, adds some quest lines. Things are just going to be mildly different all over the place. I played a lot of Dark Souls in my free time, and I've done a lot of different classes. There's different stuff here, like Herald, I think, is certainly different. Mercenary is different. I think what I'm leaning towards, what I have not done, is a miracle build, so I might do like Dex Faith. I've done a lot of strength builds lately, and I've done a sorcerer build prior to that, so I'm kind of leaning towards maybe like a lightning damage type build. So let's do a cleric. The gifts are different as well. Purging stones are expensive. That's probably be the most value in terms of souls, but maybe we just won't get cursed and we won't need it. I'm leaning towards Titanite shards. I remember very little from my first playthrough. One thing I do remember, though, is I chose Titanite shards and only got one, which is not very valuable. I assume that was a bug, and I think I was playing on like version 6 back then, and now we're on version 8.2, so I'm hopeful that that's fixed. Red Blossom Ring. That seems pretty good. This is a unique ring for this mod. Slow HP recovery. Extra attunement we won't need as a cleric. Let's go Titanite shards. Assuming we get more than one, that should be worth it. Yeah, I guess we gotta be a Thorland cleric. And then curly dark brown hair. Okay, let's go. I'm probably gonna be skipping cutscenes and skipping NPC dialogue. Like, I'll talk to them all just to kind of speed through their dialogue. But, and I'm gonna complete all their quests, but I don't really feel the need to necessarily talk to all of them. Or listen to it all. You know, I've done an initial playthrough, but this will be like a 100% type playthrough. I'm going to pick up every item that I can find. I'm going to kill all the enemies in my way. I'm going to find and talk to all the NPCs and do all their quests. But again, I won't necessarily listen to them all. Unless it's something new, I'm like 100% sure that there's no added dialogue or anything like that. So, let's go. Let's start. Can skip that. The intro cutscene is pretty cool, though, I will say. If you're unfamiliar with Dark Souls, you could go and watch my initial playthrough, where it was me also getting acclimated to the game and, you know, talking to everybody and listening to all the NPCs and such, talking about the lore. Okay, so these are all new items. Contract of Kaitha. Sign the contract to form a deadly bond will substantially increase difficulty. There are those who believe that Kaitha is in fact a demoness who guides undead towards misfortune, yet others so claim she's a compassionate being who sheds tears for the undeserving dead. You know, I think I might do this on New Game Plus. Just sort of like a built-in hard mode. That could be fun. This is pretty much exactly what I thought it was when I picked it up. You can permanently Gravelord yourself, which is even more of a challenge, so just like extra Red Phantom enemies. Not going to do that. But again, that and Kaitha, doing that both on a New Game Plus could be really fun. Can be used to count deaths once opened. These fragments like to gravitate towards each other, making collection almost automatic, even when one lies dead. Counts deaths? I guess, why not? Gave us a little status effect. Alright. So I tend to be very thorough when I play Soulsborne. Again, even if I know that the majority of the items that I pick up I'll never use, I still, like, if I see a shiny, we're going for it. So in this playthrough, we are a disgraced treasure hunting cleric who's been cursed with undeadness. Being undead. Sure. We start with heal. I think normally clerics do. Again, I've never started as a cleric specifically, nor have I ever done a miracle build, so... This is going to be more laid back. Again, this is a series I probably would have just streamed, but I don't think this would look very good if I was streaming it. I can stream, but again, if it's like something fast-paced with a camera that can move like this, it's going to look terrible on on one of my streams, just with the bad bit rate. So, like I said, I tend to be very thorough. I will kill most enemies that are in my way. In fact, if I die, I'll kill them all again. I don't run by enemies unless I have a very specific reason to. And also, I think it's helpful towards just progressing through the game, because you tend to end up getting more souls that way, right? If you just run by enemies, you're going to get a lot fewer souls, so I will go out of my way to just kill enemies. I'll probably also talk about what I see that's different in this mod along the way. There's someone behind me. I can hear them. All right. Right off the bat, we got an enemy that typically isn't there coming for us. It's usually the rusted iron ring. We're going to have to come back for that. We'll see. Oh, okay. New guy. Same trap. So not to pat myself on the back too much, but I do think I've gotten pretty good at this game. As you do in Dark Souls, you gotta get good. By no means am I perfect, and, you know, I will die, but especially on this mod, because things are different, right? Things are gonna be in different places. I don't know where anything is, pretty much. Again, I played this, but it was an older version, and it was a long time ago. I remember exactly 3 things. Number 1, I chose the Titanite shards and only was given, like, 1, which didn't seem worth it. Speaking of that, I was given 3. That's great. Okay, that's what I would expect. Number 2, the pinwheel fight had bone wheels in it. So maybe I'll bring in our boy Leroy to help me out. Number 3, there is a Baldur's Side Sword just sitting somewhere to be picked up, which it normally has a 1% drop rate. And I think I used it in that playthrough, but that playthrough's been sort of lost to time. It's somewhere on my channel. I could release it, but it was a while ago. Excuse me? Why does my... What? Why is it a shield bash? And like I said, I play a lot of Dark Souls in my spare time, where I've done a lot of strength and intelligence type builds, mostly strength builds. So maybe I'll do a dex build here. It depends on where that Baldur's Side Sword is, though. It's a very good dex weapon. Though I feel bad because the only other Dark Souls playthrough you've seen of me, which was my blind one on my channel, was me using the Baldur's Side Sword. But it has a really good moveset. So if I'm going to do a dex, if my melee build is dex based, it's good. It just depends on where it is. If I can find like the Great Scythe somewhere pretty early, then maybe I'll use that instead, because that's probably, I think that's the best dex scaling weapon. Gotta look around and see if maybe there's some items that are hiding out. Also, random enemy there. That's new. Naturally, get hit by that running attack. There's usually an item down here. I quite like the mace as a starting weapon. Lloyd's Talisman, alright. I am, in fact, banned from Dark Souls Remastered online play because I've played it with too many mods accidentally online. So, and this is a mod anyway, so it's not like we could do stuff online. The thing is, the only early offensive miracle I have besides Force is Lightning Spear, which is... I mean, you get by joining Warriors of Sunlight, right? But that requires a huge amount of faith to join, unless you co-op. But we can't co-op because it's a mod, and also I'm banned. You know, both of those reasons. So, maybe... I guess we'll just go... Again, I'll talk to everyone in, like, blast through their dialogue, but I don't need to listen to them again. Yeah, so my only hope is that anything PvP related has been addressed by the creator, in the sense that maybe he's removed the faith requirement to join it. Because again, it's entirely based on co-oping. I would really hope he just removed it, because if so, then as long as I get 20 faith, which is all you need to use the miracle. I'm gonna break all these. There might be items in here. Again, everything's in new spots. Awesome feeling. It's like a fresh experience like this is not normally here, for example. As long as we have the faith requirements to use it, it's being able to get it in the first place, which you can... Unless maybe he put it on the ground somewhere, you get it a different way. It's interesting that Petrus gives us those instead of the coin, because he's an asshole, and that's supposed to be indicative. This is the cracked red eye orbs. Okay, learn. So I guess we're already... I guess because we started as a cleric, we're already in Way of White, which doesn't matter. That's a pretty big magic adjust difference, but that's also very expensive. Yeah, sure. I'll pay you some souls to...
An undead mystery. Very well.
Again, I'm doing like 100% of possible dialogue, except I'm not actually listening to it. So like I said, this is gonna be like a 100% thorough type run, but I'm also not. I'm just not gonna sit through it. I do know that my normal audience is not going to transfer to watching this series, but if you're someone who happened to like Dark Souls but also knew of my channel, maybe you'll watch this and enjoy it. It's just what I've been playing lately, so I figure why not showcase some custom stuff. Alright, that's a good anti-magic shield. It's probably the best anti-magic shield you can get without building a boss shield. Let's check. Oh, thank God. Okay, so now we have a shield that can parry. I'm kind of surprised the east-west shield doesn't parry. I had read in the patch notes it said rebalanced shields, and that makes sense that you'd remove the ability to parry with some of them, because that is I mean, the versatility of being able to parry is really strong. So I'm kind of, again, I'm almost like surprised, because east-west shield is not something that needs to be... God, I hate that move. You can't really predict it. That's a big whiff. Yeah, Mace is good against these skeletons, too, because they are weak to... I think it's strike damage is what it's called. So I'm going to clear the graveyard. I probably should just run by these things, but instead I'm going to be a lunatic and just kill the skeletons. Gotta just bait their attacks and then you can stun them. If you like stagger your R1 attacks, then you can keep them perpetually staggered, I guess is the right word, not stunned. The reason I'm doing this is, again, to accumulate some early souls. Not that these skeletons give you many, but also, I mean, the big skeletons do. The big skeletons do, at least. Let's run away. Oh, there's a random guy. Nope. Random guy up here. Right in the knees. Hello, sir. That was the slowest attack I've ever seen in my entire life. I guess that's sort of meant to fake you out, as opposed to... like, you try to dodge it too early, or... I don't know. Oh, wow, okay. Can't kill him instantly with a parry. Falchion might be nice. That's like quality, I think. Falchion, it's dex, but you can also do dex strength with Falchion. I don't know. Again, I haven't really decided what I want to use. I kind of like the mace. I might just keep using the mace for a little bit. Where'd that other one go? Oh, come on. Oh, this is bad. Okay, we're good. All's well. Hey, this was a little more unique. I think these are identical. Yeah, they are. Let's use the red and white shield instead. They're pretty much the same things. So I gotta be a little... I'm gonna be thorough here, because items are in new locations. I gotta find everything. Anyone in their right mind would not attempt to kill all the skeletons here. They would just run by them and pick stuff up. But you know your boy. Wow, okay, I dodged into the gravestone. Not a good start. Coco, what's going on, girl? I'm fighting a large skeleton, Coco. She does this sometimes. If we leave the blinds open in the other room, she'll just kind of sit there and watch. And if she sees something she doesn't like, then she just and she's gotta alert us. She's a good guard dog. Another falchion. All right. I see something back there. I doubt that's the Zweihander, which is exactly why I have to go and pick it up, because I don't need the Zweihander, because I'm not going to be doing a quality build. Yeah, who knows what that... I don't know what that could have been. So, let's kill these skeletons. Ah! Nobody told me there'd be skeletons in this game. Might as well use these fire bombs for something. Nope. Oh, at least I hit him. At least they're getting kind of blocked on each other. Okay, if I can get like a parry on one of these, like if they do a jump, yes. No! Oh my god, the iframes from the riposte. He's a god. Actual human god, Jayborino. Let's do it again. I gotta be careful I don't accidentally fall off a cliff. Okay, cool. Wow, clearing the graveyard with no deaths. That's what I'm talking about. It feels like the R2 or the R1 follow-up with the mace actually does a lot more damage. Yeah, I think so. Like significantly more damage. All right, let's go pick that up, and we can look along the way to see if there's something else. I am going to go to the catacombs pretty early in this run-through. There's a weird little quirk with Petrus. If you kill Capra Demon, then Rhea shows up. But they won't leave for the catacombs until you talk to Petrus. So what you can do is kill Capra and then go into the depths to get the large ember so you can get up to a +10 weapon. Then go to the catacombs, because the catacombs are a nightmare of an area. I think they intended to make it like a +5 weapon area, but it's not. It's very imbalanced for that. And I think this creator may have just made it even harder because he figured most people will go there a lot later into the game. But instead, we're going to go early because we can talk to Patches. I mean, is it worth it? You decide. And we can't even warp out either. We're going to have to claw our way out. And let's just loot all of this. So we looted the graveyard. We looted most of Firelink. I see another item over there. Oddly placed chest. Okay. Black fire bombs. That would have been useful. So, I'm just curious. Yeah, okay. Weird. So it feels like I don't have enough data to be sure about this, but it seems like medium shields have been made so that they can't parry. You can only parry with small shields. Which I like. That really, like, Grass Crest is a great example of being way too strong because you get the utility of the extra... You get the extra utility of the, I guess I don't really need that much dex. Why don't we go Vitality, Endurance. That's acceptable. Okay. You get the utility of the stamina regen, which most people just use it for only that. But it also has a really good physical damage reduction. It does like it's like 95% or something like that. So it's actually a decent shield by itself. You know what? Before I progress too much, I'm just going to use all the humanity I found for the item find. Because it doesn't, like, we don't really need, I guess, to kindle, but otherwise, like, what are we really using humanity for? I'll probably try to save some humanity to see if we can save Solaire. Unless that's something that's also been changed, but I don't remember when I played this before. I have no idea how you could end Solaire's quest line. If you still had to donate 30 humanity to Chaos Servants or what? Is there even something over here? Why did I... Because normally the Ring of Sacrifice is what's over here, so there's something else. Ah, cool. Okay. Crunch. I just want to get up to that, like, 8... Like, somewhere between 8 to 10 humanity for... Max item find from humanity is 10, so if we can get up to there, that would be really nice. I'm wondering if there's any benefit to being human at all, besides being able to summon NPCs, because obviously we can't summon other players. We're not going to get invaded, though. So it's sort of like maybe I should just never be human, or we could also roll the dice and just go human, assuming that we're never going to really lose it. I mean, it's a cost of 1 humanity, so it doesn't hurt, and it boosts your curse resist. It boosts your resistances in general, so it might be worth it. Ooh, thank you, sir. Very nice. All right. So let's head into the Burg. The Burg and Parish, along linking up to Firelink Shrine, I think is quite possibly one of the best designed levels. Not of Dark Souls, but I mean, like, in general. Like, it really is a masterclass in world design and level design. It's really, really excellent. I sort of view this game as a flawed masterpiece. It really is. Like, there's a lot of things wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But it with the world design, the way that the story is presented in sort of a vague, implied manner, and just the risk-reward system, it's hard to describe exactly why, but it's just done so much better than any other game that I've played. It's just so rewarding to overcome a challenge. Dark Souls 2 really didn't recapture that. Dark Souls 2 just said, well, we'll just make it really hard, because making things really hard and then the player is able to beat it is really rewarding. But I, unfortunately, don't think that's the case. Something about Dark Souls 2, they just decided to make it uncomfortably challenging and really irritating in certain ways. I still like Dark Souls 2. I think it's a great game. It's not a great Dark Souls game, in my opinion. But regardless, like, I'd still play it again. And I think it's still better than a plethora of other, you know, AAA titles. But regardless, we're talking about the original Dark Souls, which of the whole series definitely has the best level design. Though Sekiro is pretty darn good, because Sekiro had a lot of vertical designs to it as well, because there was a lot of available vertical movement with what the player had at their disposal. In retrospect, I actually felt Sekiro might be a little too short. A lot of good opportunities for cool stuff, but they repeated a lot of bosses, and the areas were just smaller than I would have liked. All right, I gotta pay more attention, because again, stuff is going to be in different locations. The beginning here, like this guy, for example, is not normally here. So, like, it's different, but it's not different enough to get me on my toes right now. Hellkite. It's the Hellkite Drake, goddammit. It's not... God, this jumping attack. It's not... Oh, Jayborino, it's a wyvern. I don't care. The name is the Hellkite Drake. It says it in the item description. I don't want to hear your stupid pedantry. I like the world of Dark Souls as much as everybody, but that kind of shit is so annoying to hear. Oh, I just have to correct everything. God, so annoying. Oh, we got him. Okay, good. Goodbye, friend. We'll come back for you. Here, another one. Alright. Let's go down and see if the merchant's still down there. I've actually learned, like, you can kick the shields, but I've actually learned that just, like, hitting them and baiting an attack to parry is also good, because, like, I've played as a wanderer, and you start with a scimitar, and if you start with a weapon that's like a thrusting sword or like a falchion or scimitar, you can't kick when you have those weapons. You do like a backwards hop with a counterattack. So if you can't kick, you have to figure out how to get rid of those guys in a different way. And I've learned that you just bait an attack and then riposte it. It's so much better. Merchant is not here. Large Titanite shard, though, is really good. Being able to get one of those early is quite nice, so it pretty much guarantees we can go straight. We can ascend straight to +6 as soon as we get the large ember. But I don't know where the large ember is. I just don't remember at all. It's normally in the depths. I assume it'll still be in the depths, but I don't know where. It may actually not be in the depths. It might be in Blighttown now. It really just depends on what the creator thought would be appropriate, like appropriate placement for it. So, lightning spear. I guess, I mean, it could be available pretty early, but it really just depends on how much dex we need. So there's a couple things from the patch notes that made me really intrigued to want to play this. Apparently he's rebalanced bows and crossbows. Because we're doing dex, I'm going to want to use a bow. I can maybe find the longbow somewhere. But bows and crossbows have had it so that their draw time is reduced. So it doesn't take forever to draw an arrow and shoot it. I don't know how much faster. But then also, they just do more damage, and they scale a lot better with Titanite. That's what it was described in the patch notes. Again, I don't know how good that's going to be in practice, good or bad. So we'll find out, and we'll go from there. Why don't we just level up a little bit more? Early on, we might as well just crunch everything. And I am a bit of a min-maxy Dark Souls player. Like, if something is available to me, like if I can get +10 early by farming large Titanite in the depths, even though it's time-consuming, I typically do it. I don't know if I'll do that for this playthrough. I'm just saying I could. That's typically how I play, but I won't necessarily this time. So, I could level Dex, I could level Faith. Definitely need more Endurance. Let's do it like this. Lightning Spear is 20. The thing is, I'm putting a lot of points into this. I think, don't you need... It's like 30 Faith to join Warriors of Sunlight, isn't it? It's a lot. So that's a bit of a concern I have. Titanite, yeah, this is why I came down here, to kill these guys. Let's go kill the other one just to check. The concern I have is I'm putting points into Faith right now, which is entirely worthless unless we find some other Faith-based spells, because I think we've got... Oh, this is interesting. We have Force. I guess that's useful. It doesn't do direct damage, but... oh, God. Alright. That's new. Maybe if one of these guys drops a longsword, I could do longsword. I could do... I don't remember where the Balderside sword drops. Great Scythe is usually in the catacombs, but I don't know where. There she goes again. Coco. Coco, look, come here. What's going on? Tell me about it. Come here. It's okay. What a goof. Coco, do you want to come say hi to people? Come here. Coco hates being picked up. I'm sure you can tell. She hates it. Coco, it's okay, girlie. Say hi to everybody. Okay, I'll put you down. I know you hate it. I know you hate it. Well, that archer seems to have lost interest. Maybe he got scared by my dog. Hello. Okay, that guy's still there. Sometimes my brain just sort of reverts to the original game. I just walked in there. I'm like, oh, there's definitely going to be an enemy there, right? Okay. Got him. You can tell which ones throw fire bombs because they don't have bucklers. Dense flint? Where's this guy? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Is he still up there? Is he trapped? Here. How about this? How about this? There you go. Now you can come down. I definitely have too good to use syndrome with black fire bombs. Oh, there's that archer. You know, it's interesting as I play through this now, as I'm experiencing things, I sort of remember. Like, I do remember jumping over here to kill this archer the first time I played. But again, it was a long time ago, and it was kind of a blur. And then I saw that version 8 was out. He had also released a patch to fix some of the issues that came out with version 8. So I was like, yeah, let's check this out. What is the flint? Allows you to buy new ammo from blacksmiths. A chunk of flint used to create new arrows and bolts. The citizens of the Undead Burg have always been associated with ranged weaponry, and this dense chunk of flint will allow the creation of guard-breaking ammunition. Interesting. I quite like... Oh, here he is. I quite like the concept of needing certain flints in order to get certain ammos.
Now,
So that's cool.
Things are getting treacherous.
Okay.
Here, I'm not weak.
Okay.
Here.
Okay,
No,
nothing? What do you got for me, dude? Oh, wow. Okay, so this guy, he sells... Lightning urns are new. That sounds really cool. Like fire bombs, but lightning damage could be really, really strong, but they're also really expensive. He sells black fire bombs. Green Blossom. He sells Soul of a Proud Knight. You can, like, bank your souls. It's kind of like from Sekiro, almost. Let's get some throwing knives, just so I can bait some units in case I need to. And they're cheap. I don't need either of these right now. I could do Heater Shield. That's 100% physical damage reduction, but I don't know if it will be able to parry or not. I would assume no. See how it's labeled as small shield? Maybe only the small shields can block. Let me check. Small shield, small shield. Yeah, see, East-West shield is just shield. So if it's labeled as shield, I'm going to assume that's the label that designates whether something can parry or it'll do a shield bash. And shield bash is pretty worthless. Let's buy some arrows, because again, also pretty cheap. He only sells the equivalent of wood arrows used for any occasion. Maybe they're better than wood arrows, I don't know. Do I want to... Does he sell a bow? He sells a short bow. I'd also... What are you... I bought stuff from you. I think I would rather, though... focus on things that I can buy. Like, I would much rather... Not buy, I would say find. I would much rather find stuff than have to pay for it, especially early on. Mace's pretty good at breaking... guard breaking, too. It's good at breaking poise and breaking guard. Oh, didn't have my shield out. Good at breaking poise and good at breaking guard. Alright, enough. Enough of this game! Smash. The longbow is typically in Darkroot Basin, and that's pretty easy to get to, but it might not be there anymore. but I'm gonna assume that it's in Darkroot somewhere. Let's check if maybe there's something down. Okay. 2 things. Number 1, this asshole is here to ambush you. And there's an item down here. Second thing, that is not a Black Knight anymore. It's a Baron Key Knight. So we can't parry riposte him to death or backstab him. We're just going to have to fight him mano y mano. No cheating allowed. Whoop, that's dirty. You can stagger these guys, though, I think, so... Okay, well, that was a big whiff. So it shouldn't be that hard. Where are you going, man? I thought you could stagger these guys. I would have thought by now we would have. Come on! I mean, these guys have less health than Black Knights, but you can't... For lack of a better term, you can't... Okay, I thought he was going to drink. I thought he was going to drink Estus, but he did not. Maybe if he'll only drink if he gets a certain distance away. So yeah, so for lack of a better word, we couldn't cheese him. But they do drop guaranteed Titanite, right? Yeah, that's some good stuff. There's only like 2 of them in the vanilla game, so... To see one here is kind of interesting. I think there's 3, right? There's one in Undead Parish. There's one in Sen's Fortress that respawns. And there's one in the Painted World that respawns. So maybe there'll be more Baron Key Knights. I don't know where the Black Knights are, though. That implies the Black Knights are going to be somewhere just waiting to be like, hello! And then totally ruin us. And I'm trying to be really cautious. Like, I'm gonna try to find a mix of, you know, going relatively fast, but also cautious enough, because I don't really know where enemies are anymore. Like, normally these guys are not there. Got that 10 humanity that I was looking for, so I could go human and start kindling. If I'm not dying very much, I'm probably going to be pretty aggressive with kindling. Okay, cool. I'm really hoping for large Titanite shards from early crystal lizards. I vaguely remember this. There's a guy, just like another guy who's here, and he's hostile to us. I could try to kill him before I spawn the Taurus Demon, which I think makes the most sense. Or we could spawn the Taurus Demon and maybe they'll kill each other. So let's do that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Stop doing that. Stop it. Okay, let's go spawn Taurus, because this guy's a fucking asshole. I never knew that Emit Force does damage like that. It's like Wrath of the Gods damage. Stop. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Good work, Taurus. Okay, let's join. Stop shooting me! What are you doing? This guy is a clown. Why? He's still, oh, I made a mistake. I should have just killed him first. I should have just killed him first. He's still after me. Would you stop? I'm furious. Okay. I think I just have to ignore this guy and go for Taurus. He's not... Get him! Double team him! I was gonna say, finally he's attacking flippin' Taurus. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't even target him anymore. Okay, we'll do this. That was a nightmare. I should have died. I would really hoped that they would attack each other from the get-go, but instead it seemed like they both wanted to kill me straight away. Hello, friend. He's done it. Have a good walk. That frightened me. That was weird. I mean, the cool thing is that he gave us a Mit Force, which is an offensive miracle. So that's good news. I have 18 faith. Oh my god. Okay, let's trigger Hellkite. Random new placed Boulder Archer. Hello, my friend. So here's the thing with Solaire. I want to kill all the bosses without summoning. Though, and hear me out, beating bosses with Solaire gets you a Sunlight Medal. And I want to get to... I need 10 Sunlight Medals to level up my Covenant with Warriors of Sunlight so I can get Great Lightning Spear. But I don't even know why I'd even bother thinking about that right now, because I don't even know if I can get... I don't even know if I can join the Covenant as it is, so... That was the... Oh, that was... Well, there's Baldur's Side Sword. That's good stuff. Lacerating Arrow. Red-feathered arrows with barbed heads. Their shape is ill-suited to penetrating armor, but the tremendous bleeding caused by their ragged wounds is ideal for felling large game. So I guess these do... They do slash damage versus thrust. So it's interesting. It changes the attack type, and supposedly these will do bleed damage as well. That's cool. I like how the different arrows have different attack types. Would you stop? Get out of here. You know, it was the first... Well, we got the S-Stock. S-Stock's more strength, though. S-Stock is quality. It's not dex. $14 dex. I haven't really done a playthrough of my own with BSS for a while, and it is kind of like Old Faithful for me. But I realize that the only other playthrough on my channel is me using it. I mean, I don't know. Who cares? I'm just going to do it. Here's what I'm going to do. Like, I can't do a safety save. I want to get to 20 faith with the hopes that I can just go ahead and pick up Lightning Spear straight away. But if I can't, then the souls that I'm spending on this are wasted. But it's kind of like I might as well spend my souls anyway. If I can't use this, then I can just use Emit Force, which is something. It's not great, but it is some sort of offensive damage. And then we have Heal, which isn't bad either. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. So let's level up one more time. Let's go 20 faith. So we have enough dex to use Baldur Swag. We have enough faith to use Lightning Spear, assuming we can get it. And if we can't, I'm going to be kicking myself. And let's attune Emit Force, which is 18 faith. So to be fair, I've only spent 2 extra soul levels in when I would have wanted 18 anyway to be able to use. Again, I sort of hamstringing myself. Just straight melee is not bad in this game. It's trusty, always works. The difference is that I want to do a faith build. I want to use some miracles. Oh my god. The moveset, it's too good for BSS. All right, let's go and kill some rats and see if we can get some humanity, and then I'll backtrack and kill the... Well, I won't kill the Hellkite Drake, but I'll run by it. Titanite? No. It's not what I needed, buddy. Wait, maybe this is my chance. That is a long cast time. That's a very short range, too. Alright, fine. I didn't want to use it anyway. Let's get this guy with it. Yeah! Alright! That's a good feeling. So we do have an offensive miracle. It's not great, but it's not bad. Network connection has been lost. I'm not even online. I'm banned. I'm banned at this moment. Fine. Oh, you didn't even see it, but typically if I go back to the main menu, it'll be like, data fraud on your account. You used to be able to fix that, but no, not anymore. They removed the ability. Oh, nice. They removed the ability to appeal bans, and even like you can fix your. If you fix your save file, you used to be able to like. Basically, you would, as long as you deleted the shady stuff that was on your account, and then you went and you played the game for like many hours. After a couple months, they would just automatically lift the ban. But now they're just like, whatever. You're just banned forever. Okay, so we're gonna get these guys roasted. Oh, I never bought a bow. What can I use? I could maybe use fire bombs. If I could... I might be able to nail this thing with a throwing knife. We just need to lure it down. So we just need to hit it once with something. Let's try this. Kobe. Okay, that works. I did not actually expect that would work. I don't need to cut the tail right now. I don't care about the Drake sword. I'm not going to use it. Okay, here we are. I wonder how many people don't even realize that this bonfire exists. Okay, cool. Open the sort of shortcut, I guess. It's not really a shortcut if the Hellkite Drake is here. Wait, I'm really excited about this. It's pretty cool. It seems like a good amount of damage, too. Again, I'm really hoping for Titanite shards. I also like the riposte on these guys rather than kicking, just because kicking can be a little inconsistent with the controls in order to kick. And also the riposte one-hit kills them, so. Okay, we can still level up more if we want. Let's see if this works. Let's put it off a little bit and kill some of these hollows and look for any possible items. Basically, if we walk up to the statue and get a prompt, then we're good. If there's no prompt, then we're fucked, and we're gonna have to level Faith a lot more. Oh, baby! Let's go. Praise the sun! Oh, great. Okay, great. I was afraid that this would not be the case, but now we have Lightning Spear. I was afraid that the creator may have ended up not changing that, but it makes sense to me to have that be something that is changed. So I'm gonna go with Lightning Spear because it has way more casts and we'll keep heal because it doesn't hurt to have. I'll make one more run at these guys for Titanite shards. Where are you going? Nowhere. Titanite shards. You're killing me, game! I could also probably kindle here soon. just because we're coming close to maybe... I don't think it's even worth summoning Solaire. I might Kindle anyway, just because, again, the extra resistance you get for it is probably worth it. Man, stingy game. I guess we'll have to kill some Baldur Knights for Titan. How much do we have? 7? And it's 8 or 9 to get to +5, right? So it's 1 for level 1, 1 for level... So it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9. And we have 7, so 2 more. Otherwise, we could just buy it, but I would rather not because we're... It's not like we're swimming in souls at this point. Don't want the spear. Normally, there's a Black Knight up here. We're right by a bonfire, so if we die, I'm not too concerned. Let's go and check and see what's up here now. There's definitely something big up here. Another Baranki Knight. We'll have to see what this item is. Hopefully it's something worth it for killing. Oh, you know, we'll get a we should get a Titanite shard for killing this guy. Sorry, I don't know. Uh-oh. It's unlocked. We'll, like, wait a brief moment, because he sometimes does that double swing. Oh, my God. Go ahead, try to... Dummy. And then we got our little heal here. And, you know, at 20 faith, that heal's not bad. Just like the basic heal. That heal, that was like 2 Estus right there that we saved. Granted, we're right by the flippin' bonfire, but still. Not bad. Okay. Gotta just looking everywhere. So, we've got the basement key. Didn't we pick up the basement key already, too? Yeah, so we got the key for Lautrec and the basement key. That's pretty cool. Okay, so only a few enemies here. The boar has not been aggroed. I guess let's go kill the guys up top before we bother with the bull. Or the boar. It's not a bull. They still like to lock us out. Oh, I thought that guy was going to hit me anyway, and I was going to be mad. I like how the R1 follow-up to the R2 sweep also, or to the R2 stab, you get like an R1 sweep attack, and it typically doesn't ricochet off walls. I like that quite a bit. Like when I was over here, if you swing, the follow-up here, oh, wow, that, okay. Thanks for making me look like an asshole, game. Just forget it. So let's have this thing kill itself. That could have been better. It's very broken. All right, let's just go and kill it in a very uncomfortable manner. I might be able to actually use Lightning Spear to do it. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about doing it this way, but, you know, it's... Alluring Skulls are good items, and they're expensive, so... In fact, as far as I know, those Alluring Skulls up there, at least in the vanilla game, those are the only ones that you can find to pick up. The rest you have to buy. So, we'll save these. If I ever really want to use them, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other situations where they're really good to be used. What are you guys doing? You little jokers. See, once again, I'm sort of like having some flashbacks where it's like, this area seems almost exactly the same. There was an extra archer in the last room, and the spear hollow was moved to a different place. Ooh! Uh-oh. I don't know how we did not get hit there. See, the mystery key's usually here, isn't it? Now there's nothing here. Might as well check barrels and... Yeah, see, this is all the same. That running attack that they do is really the only thing you have to be concerned with. That's what typically will stun lock you. If there are multiple of them. Well, this has been going well so far. I haven't died. I cleared out the graveyard at the beginning. I didn't die. It's probably the biggest challenge we will be facing for quite some time in this game. The next order of business is I really would like to find a bow. Okay. Okay, here he is. What if we start with a lightning spear? Or maybe we just want to backstab him. So this is... Okay, he's got a great sword. Huh. Excuse me. I can't riposte him. Am I just like at the wrong angle, or? I can't riposte him. What? Has the ability to riposte Black Knights been removed? Oh, that's dirty. Wow. Well, we got to do this the old-fashioned way. I mean, I'm going to keep parrying him. It's the best way to get attacks in. Especially for the greatsword, who can pancake you. Holy shit. Wow, that makes these guys so much scarier if you can't riposte them. It's the only way to deal with them quickly. I hope this is a good item. It better be a good item. Last one. There we go, baby. Well, we got the shield. I don't think I'll ever level strength enough up to use that. All right, Claymore. I guess that makes sense. Everyone loves the Claymore, so... You put that behind a Black Knight. That can't be riposted? That's awesome but horrifying at the same time. That makes Black Knights actually quite scary, because when... Yeah, if you can't riposte... That's very interesting. I like that. Let's play it cool here. Alright, that's Spear Hollow, normal. Normal, okay. See, that's a good old riposte. Just jab him right in the belly. Get a Titanite shard, we move on with our lives. I have a lot of extra humanity, so I figure, why not just go human and I can start kindling? There's no reason not to at this point. And we're getting good amounts of Titanite shards, which is the whole reason I went... I have a barrel stuck in me. Oh god. The whole reason I went human in the first place. Riposting sometimes doesn't work on stairs. See, there's that longsword. If I would have gotten that earlier, I probably would have said, nah, to the Balder side sword. But the thing with the BSS is basically a better longsword. The moveset is very similar, except the R2, the two-handed R2 is better. Alright, this room looks different. Oh shit. I should have... I wanted to wait to see if there would be more enemies. I hate these guys. They're very hard to parry. Only because that one attack that we just saw happens so quick. You can try to time the parry for that. And you'll try to parry too early for his other attacks. But the only way to parry that really fast attack is if he... is if you parry right away, and then you'll be open for the rest of his attacks. I'm gonna... That was so much damage. Is that normal for a throwing knife? Are we just that early in the game that throwing knives do a lot of damage like that? Well, the other ones aren't coming alive. I can hear them above me. I can hear the channeler above me, too. Let's just go the other way. I'm expecting those ones right there would become active and try to kill me, so let's just play it cool and go the other way. By the way, I'm not paying attention to the length of these videos. I'm just going to play until I feel like taking a break. BT dubs. Okay, got another Rapier Balder Knight. What? Okay, good. Basically, if they do that other attack, I'm just going to get hit by it. I'm never going to try to parry it because he's more likely to use a different attack. You know what? Asshole. You try to parry me? I'll hit you with a ridiculously powerful throwing knife. How about that? I mean, that definitely seems stronger than normal throwing knives, right? I don't typically use normal throwing knives, so I honestly couldn't say if they're stronger or not. Alright, so let's go... Well, okay, how much Titanite do we have? Enough to level up our weapon. It's a +5. So let's go and do that. Here's the thing. I wonder if the requirement to level up Covenant has also been reduced. Because normally it's like you need 10 Sunlight Medals to get to level 1. And that's how you get Great Lightning Spear. Which obviously I want. So I don't know if I should... Well, first things first. Let's just go in and kindle here. Oh my! Look at how much extra health we got for that. Okay. I think in that case we're going to want to stay human all the time. Probably worth the humanity. We can maybe sacrifice Solaire at the end if we have to use a lot of humanity. That's very strange. Hello, man. Hello, friend. Onion Man. I don't actually think it's required to talk to him here to progress his quest, but like I said, I'm going to find every NPC where they are at. So if anyone's following along and you want to listen to all the NPCs, you can follow the route that I take through the game, and you'll have been able to talk to all the NPCs. Assuming it's all the same in Lordran Reborn, and it may not be, so you know, don't listen to me. I'd love to go find that bow. I could go look to see if the bow is in its usual spot.
Well, my people.
Hurrah.
Most weapons are not. There are 2 types.
Alright. Last thing he says is armor. Yep, alright. So let's reinforce, and then we gotta repair. Cool. Let's go ahead and buy the boxes. Crest of our Torso is only 10,000, not 20. Ah, okay, so I think... Yeah, so because we have that flint, we can get blunt bolts now, which we're not going to use a crossbow. So do you sell a bow? Damn it.
Go get your...
Let's just go kill the gargoyles, and then I'll look for a bow. I don't really need one right now. I just really want to test it out to see how good it is. I think I want to get a bow before we try to tackle Moonlight Butterfly, because Moonlight Butterfly is going to be probably the hardest. It's a ranged battle, right? So maybe we can just kill her with the bow. That would be interesting. We also have Lightning Spear, so... Alright, I'm going to start leveling Dex now. We're going to alternate, but as long as... 20 Faith, we can stay at 20 Faith for a while. I'm fine with that. I'm trying to think of the next spell. Probably Great Lightning Spear, which probably is going to be 30 Faith, 28 or 30. But that's not going to be for a while, because getting the Sunlight Medals required. We can't farm those until we get to Lost Izalith. So I might go there first, just so I could do that, because if, you know, I think Lightning Spear is probably the best offensive miracle besides Wrath of the Gods, but Wrath of the Gods only has 3 casts. Nice item over there. Oh my god. Dude, come on. Ah! I parried that attack! But I said I wouldn't be able to. Actual human god, JayborinoPlays. Alright, I heard another Baron Key Knight in there, so that one's still there, which means another Titanite Shard, baby. Let's go! And one there! Yeah, when we pick up the bow, we want to be able to upgrade it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this one has a sword. I hit his shield. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. The Barankeys with swords are a little harder. Just a little. We get our nice little heal. I'm liking this so far. The fact that, I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much if we weren't able to get Lightning Spear, which was almost lucky, because I just totally rolled the dice. Channeler's still up there. You think we can, Okay, that's gonna be tough to hit him. Alright, this is gonna be irritating. These guys mildly frighten me, because again, they could become active at any time and then try to kill me. Dude, we can target him. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Got him! That guy typically doesn't respawn. There he is, he's dead. He typically doesn't respawn, which doesn't mean he won't respawn in this. These Baldur Knights have no choice but to fall before my parry skills. Alright, let's go and pick this up. This is usually a Firekeeper soul. 2 Divine Blessings. I can't really complain about that. That's not bad. I'm going to go and free Lautrec, then open the shortcut, then go talk to Lautrec, then come and kill the gargoyles. That's the best order to do things if you want to get all of his dialogue prompts and things like that. Emit Force here actually would be really good, because these guys are going to clump up, and then I could just blast them from a distance. The thing is, I don't know if I'd be able to cast it before they all clump up. Nice. Oh, you're still alive. All right. So we are alive. Again, I'm deciding whether I want to... Oh, he was in here, wasn't he? I saw him and then I turned around. I want to summon Slayer only because you get the Sunlight Medal. And the more of those we can get now, the less we have to farm later. Though, if I'm going to be farming them later anyway, it's not like getting 1 extra is going to make a big difference. So, I guess let's just kill them. We'll just kill them ourselves. Because, like, what am I, a coward? No. The answer is no. We also have Lightning Spear. It takes so long to cast, though, I don't know if that is worth trying to use against the gargoyles. That's where having a summon helps, because Solaire's just going to run in there and get hit, and then we can stand back and shoot Lightning Spear. And he also has Lightning Spear. Let's go get Lautrec. Oh, hello. Okay, alright, alright. Big parry whiff. The camera is causing me some problems. Alright. I figure I should prioritize using my... what is basically a free heal. Only because it takes longer to cast, so I should use that when I'm out of combat and save Estus for when I need to cast it faster. Okay, there's the Firekeeper soul in front of... That makes sense. Having that in front of Lautrec instead. Alright, so let this weirdo out. And then... you know what? He gives us a Sunlight Medal, too. So we can, we can go back to Firelink, get our Sunlight Medal. Sometimes, I think if you kill a boss between freeing him and then going back, you might not get it. I know that's a weird thing, but it's possible that, it's possible that changes his dialogue options, and obviously I want as many Sunlight Medals as I can get right now. How long can we go before we die? And the first time we die, I can almost guarantee it's going to be gravity-related. I'm almost certain it's going to be gravity-related. This was that point in the game, if you're playing it for the first time. Oh, hello. Oh, there's the Zweihander, alright. Especially if you're playing for the first time, when you take that elevator back and then you realize you're back at Firelink and you're like, holy shit, it's incredible. Really well done. It's a lot of moments like that. I think it's great. Okay, so let's just go and get our 10 Estus. Talk to this guy a few times. Saying that Sorcerer Man is gone. Thanks for the 80 souls, whatever just fell off a cliff. Alright, and then Lordran should be down here. He's in a new pose. Thank you.
I'm not.
Okay, creepy, obligatory laugh. Alright, and then let's upgrade our Estus Flask. See, at this point in the game, you would have freed Lordran, you would have 1 Firekeeper soul. So it's like, we're in the same area, like, we're in the same kind of location as we would be in terms of progression. It's just things are in different places, which I think is cool. Okay. So maybe let's get Dex up to 20, and then I'm going to go back to leveling health and endurance. Probably endurance first, though, because we get a nice health boost for being alive. And it's not like it costs us much to reverse hollowing if we died. Unless we're in a spot where I'm dying a lot, and it's not worth wasting the humanity. At which point I will regret not having upgraded vitality. Alright, let's go and kill the gargoyles. Also, interesting thing is, once you free Lordran, I think you may have to speak to him at Firelink. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you have to talk to him first, and then you can actually summon him to help you with the gargoyles, which I don't know why you would. I'm just saying that you could. Okay, that summoner, or channeler, doesn't respawn. I had mentioned just, killing errant things, getting some extra souls, being able to level up faster. It's not much time, and doesn't hurt to just practice your parry skills as well, and get some Titanite, etc., etc. Nice, okay, so let's go. One thing I've wanted to do, I don't think I'm good enough at the game to not die. Maybe if I super min-maxed. But you'd have to not die and then never sit at a bonfire, meaning you literally full clear every area. So, like, as you go and fight Gwyn, literally every enemy is dead. That would be really interesting. Oh my god. I'm realizing at this moment now that I've said Gwyn. What if Gwyn is not repostable? I guess as long as I can parry him, that's fine. But, like, if you can't riposte him... Is there anyone out there that kills Gwyn either not using parry riposte or, like, great combustion? We gotta kill these guys again, I assume. Because Gwyn is a shockingly hard boss if you have to fight him straight up melee with no parry riposte. I've done it exactly once. It took a very long time. And, yeah, he's definitely the hardest boss in the game if you couldn't parry riposte him. I will say that for sure. Like, harder than Artorias and harder than Calamite. Because there's no opening. Oh, see, normally this is where Lordran's sign is. Maybe it was removed. Maybe Solaris was removed, too. Alright, so I'm going to use resin. These guys are weak to lightning, I think? Is there anything else I want to put on my hotbar? I think these guys are weak to lightning. Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. Let's go kill these clowns. This is probably the boss most people get stuck on. But it's meant to, I think, subtly teach you to upgrade your weapon and or learn how to summon. I can't believe that missed me. On the tail. Thank you, sir. stagger as well. You're dead. You're gonna shoot fire, so we're gonna kill you very fast as well. I guess these guys are weak to thrust damage, or I don't know. Nah, slash does equally as much. It's fine. All right. But if you know to upgrade your weapon and also know that they're weak to lightning, these guys just easy kills. All right, let's go ring the bell and then go and get the best gesture imaginable. The best gesture. All right. Step 1 complete. You know, ringing this bell reminds me there's another really cool mod that changes the game progress route. Like, it changes a lot more. But it's also a lot harder, called Daughters of Ash. I might give that a playthrough as well. I might just give it a playthrough. Greetings.
Greeting.
Okay, give it to me. Yes. We have not sinned. What do you got for us? The dream! Oh, this is so cool. He sells Covenant items, like PvP Covenant items. So we can buy these. I mean, if we had a shit, we'd need 40,000 souls. Well, we'd need 36,000 souls because we have a sunlight medal. And we could get Great Lightning Spear straight away. I don't have enough faith, regardless. But I could do a Dark Moon Blade build. I didn't even think that Souvenirs of Reprisal would be on the table. That's great.
Thou art welcome. You deserve.
I mean, you get one Souvenir of Reprisal from Lautrec, and you could probably farm some more from Ariamis. But the fact that we can buy them, that's great. I might do Dark Moon Blade and then just wait until the very, very end of the game to kill Gwendolyn. Otherwise, just, you know, Sunlight Blade is fine. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take a quick break here, and then I'll come back and record another one soon after. But this is fun. I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. Coco made a surprise appearance. She does not like being picked up. All right, and I'll see everyone next time. I might just run around and kill a few things to try to farm up a few more Titanite shards, but I don't want to over-level myself. I want to stay on track, and I'm not going to be revisiting a bunch of areas or anything like that. All right, I'll see you later. Bye now.